Okay, I think we're recording. Hello, everybody. This is Coach Jess from fillyourbooks.com. I am here with our amazing student, Emily, who is on her last day with us, her 90th day. And so I just wanted to get her on and share some of her experiences, her takeaways throughout this program. So to get us started off, Emily, tell us a little bit about where you're from, how you got started in the industry, and all that good stuff.
Perfect. Well, my name is Emily D'Souza. I'm from Worcester, Massachusetts. I've been interested in doing hair pretty much my whole life. I grew up doing all of my friends' hair and makeup throughout high school, and I've always just really enjoyed being artsy and crafty, and I really found quite an outlet with doing hair throughout my life. I've always just kind of clicked with it, and yeah, I've always just loved making people feel good and confident about themselves. And that's it.
Love that. How long have you been technically doing hair?
I started doing hair when I was like 13, 14-ish years old. I started off just doing like different fancy braids on like my girlfriend's hair. And then I started to kind of experiment with color a little bit. Like all of us really wanted like fun colors in our hair back in like 2013, 2014. It was like really popular to have like pops of blues and pops of pinks.
Yeah.
And so we did a lot of that and it was cool. And then I just kind of fell in love with it.
So what are you focusing on now? What are some of the services that you do?
So I specialize in doing short haircuts now, which is kind of ironic since I started off doing like the braids and the color. But I love working with all hair types. I can work with all hair textures, anything from fine to curly hair. I can work with um cutting short hair is what I love to do the most, like doing like really rocker pixie cuts, doing fades. That's just like what really makes me feel good about what I'm doing. And I feel like shorter hair is more expressive for some reason. Like
Mhm.
you can do like mohawks are more expressive, right? Or like doing pixies, you can make it so versatile and so edgy, um, which I absolutely love.
Yeah. So you stumbled across Fill Your Books how?
I actually stumbled across the program on Instagram.
Mm.
I kept getting a bunch of ads and it really like kind of spoke to me. Um, I've bounced around a bunch of different shops and I really found my place at this barber shop that I work at, Clippers in a Dream. But the one of the things was it was harder to grow a clientele there because it's not super duper busy.
Mhm.
Um, I ran into doing like 2 haircuts a day at some points, and now I do like 7 to 8 haircuts a day, which is
That
amazing because it's only been a few months, which
that is
is just like
amazing.
wow.
So I guess, to kind of jump ahead a little bit, you came into Fill Your Books, but because you were struggling with that fact that there weren't a lot of people walking in, that you were only getting the 2 bookings, is that right?
Yeah, that's it. It was really slow. I was really stressed out about the fact that it was so slow. And then coming into the program, I felt so highly motivated, but I just didn't know what to do with the motivation. I didn't know where to start. And I feel like Fill Your Books organized my thoughts. Like we worked closely to organize what I wanted to do. And I was more level headed to go reach the goals that I wanted to reach.
Did you feel supported and comfortable during this process?
100%. Lots of support. I loved the group on Facebook. I made some new friends like Rebecca. She and I talk every now and again, and we share little tips and tricks, which is cool.
Rebecca's another barber in our group, correct?
Yeah, yep,
For
right in our
everybody watching.
group.
It's
Shout
fun. You
out.
can find an accountability buddy, you know, and like lock arms with somebody, and also, you know, make a friend in the long term of someone that you always know that went through the same experience that you did. I think that's awesome that you guys connected.
Thank you. I think so too. It's definitely good to be accountable. Um, Especially you don't want to disappoint, someone else who's in the group who's in the same position that you are in. And yeah, like it feels good to just run with all these ideas and bounce on each other's ideas, stuff like that.
What were some of your biggest takeaways coming through the program? Like what were some of your aha moments that maybe you didn't realize that you didn't know that you didn't know that now you're able to do, or that you've been working on that's helped you go from the 2 bookings to like the 7 to 8 bookings?
Honestly, probably the compound effects. I never really realized how much that affected your life. Like the compound effect book and just learning about the compound effect from you guys has really taught me to take control of my life more and how important it is to do just small action steps every single day and they will compound into something huge. And with what feels like not a whole lot of effort, you can get to your goals quicker by just doing little bits of work every day. And that's just crazy. And then the more action steps you do every day, they'll just compound faster and faster. And then you'll just get to your dreams quicker. And it's just an amazing thing.
That's awesome. No, I'm so glad. So what were just out of curiosity, some of the thoughts and feelings that went through your head when you kind of found out that you would need to invest in yourself and go through coaching with us?
When I first started the program, I was a little bit nervous about dropping like a pretty hefty amount of money for me at least all at once. And I had a lot of different things going through my head. I was just thinking like, was it the right idea to spend that amount of money? And not just about the money, but I was just wondering how I was gonna kind of like pan it out because I do work 2 jobs. And I was wondering like if it was the right idea. But honestly, it was like one of the best decisions that I've made, especially for my career. Um, and after like the first couple of days, I already knew right off the rip that it was a good idea. Like I already felt like super motivated. Like I felt like the group was just really, really helpful. And a lot of people probably felt the same way when they first started as well. But everything just like fell into place.
Was the group one of your favorite things about the program, or did you have any other parts that you really loved?
I would say that's one of my favorite things. I really like the coaching with you. Um, I really like how with the inner circle, you can kind of pick up the videos whenever you have the time to. And I love how the program is so flexible. So even if you have like a 20-minute lunch break, you can like squeeze in like 10 minutes of a video and like maximize your lunch break and just you can watch the videos anytime that you want. Um, and you can just work on yourself at any point and just take the videos with you. You can reach out to the group at any time and get you know some support when you feel that you need it pretty much at any point, which is great.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, what is like now that you've been able to take yourself from the 2 bookings to the amount of bookings that you're having right now, what do you now see like life looking like for you? Like what can you kind of envision for yourself going forward if you just continue to kind of do the same thing and work on your process from the things that you've learned with us?
I feel like I can always grow my clientele at any point. I feel like I almost have this toolbox with me, and I can start over at any point if I wanted to. I've thought about moving to like Florida in the future just because I
Really?
really love that scene. Like I love going to the beach. I love warm weather. And I know that I can take what I've learned from this program to any shop down there and start over if I wanted to. And I can only grow more with what I know now.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, we're gonna have to have our coffee before you move to Florida.
Yes, absolutely.
I love that you have that confidence though. I love that it's like the sky's no longer the limit and you don't have to feel kind of just stuck where you are just out of fear that you don't know what would happen outside of that because you have essentially grown from like almost zero, right? And you like tripled if not more your bookings at this point and in such a short amount of time. It's like if you I mean, if anybody else watching this, I mean, if you could think about moving somewhere, totally far away, like Massachusetts to Florida, and know that it would take you about, 3 months to really turn things around and start finding yourself with like more and more momentum, like, would you do it? Like, you know what I mean?
Like, absolutely, no brainer, right?
Yeah. No, I'm so glad. So it sounds like the investment was worth it and the investment in yourself and like really committing to yourself and pushing through because I know I'm sure it wasn't always easy going through some of the steps. I'm sure there were things that got in the way and there were some challenges and but overcoming them like even though it was tough in the moment, as you look at your future now, does it feel worth it?
100%. There were a lot of times where I was like, wow, this is really hard, or sometimes you don't feel like watching the videos, or sometimes you have those days where it's hard to focus, but if you just push on through that little period of time, you'll like look back and be thankful about it in the future for sure.
So is there any like last words that you would say to somebody who's watching this video? Would you recommend it to them?
I would 100% recommend this program. If you have any second thoughts, just do it because it's like spending 5 grand to just grow your business 5 times more, like you'll make the money back really quickly and you'll have all these tools with you forever. So if
Yeah.
you're ever thinking about doing this program, just do yourself a favor and just do it.
Yes. So if you guys are watching this and you're interested in joining our family at Fill Your Books, we would love to meet you. So all you would have to do is head over to the website and watch a couple more testimonials like Emily's and fill out an application. You'll chat with one of our onboarding success coaches and you'll find out if this is the right fit for you, if it makes sense for you, and we'll go from there. So I hope to see you guys on the other side in the inner circle. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.